Hello dear friends, today we are going to discuss a new topic. The topic is new updates in pathology. Yes, guys, usually we take a disease, we discuss its pathogenesis, the laboratory findings, the clinical findings, and the treatment, right? We'll learn like that. So, we usually learn from textbooks. That will be our main sources, right? But there are other sources like organizational sources. What is it? Organizational sources? The standard organizations like WHO, or say there are associations like American Heart Association, ACOG, right? So these organizations, they might give one update. Okay, so there are we can learn from their sources also, and also from online standard sources, and from journals we can learn about that, guys. So learning the diseases, their pathogenesis, it is important. That is for new comer. So first time when we are hearing about a disease, we can learn, but everyone should know one thing, that is the updates. Okay, for newcomers, they can learn about the disease, they can learn about the pathogenesis, but these updates, it's so important that everyone in the doctor field should know about it, right? Yes, that is the updates which are related to them, their field, their particular specialization. Okay, guys, so they have to keep on updating them, right? So this we are going to learn about such updates, that too in pathology. Okay, in this video. Okay, so what update are we going to learn, and what is the source? So today we are going to just discuss one update, that is from Robbins 10th edition pathology. So I'm going to learn it from Robbins 10th edition pathology. I'm planning to upload this video part by part. I'm trying to couple one or two updates in one particular video. But in this first video, I'm just going to discuss one update, just one single update. In other videos, I'll try to combine 2 or 3 updates, but if time, the two only if time permits. So just one update we are going to discuss in this, and the update is from Robbins 10th edition, and the disease we are going to learn today is glioblastoma multiforme. Yes, guys, the disease we are going to learn today is glioblastoma multiforme. When I said Robbins 10th edition, many of you might have thought, is this update? Because Robbins 10th edition was given in, it was published in 2020. We are living in 2025. So many of you might get a little bit surprised. Yes, Robbins 9th edition was given in 2016. That's 2014. Right? Okay. So you might get surprised, but still now we are using this the updates from Robbins 10th edition only for clinical management, that is for treatment and all. We are just using the update from Robbins 10th edition only. Okay, that is for that particular diseases I'm saying. We might have exceptions, but for this, particularly for glioblastoma multiforme, we are using the same protocol, same update. So before discussing the update, I just want to just brief it. I'm not going to discuss in detail and all. Just I am going to brief it. See, as you see the name itself, you might get a little bit scared because it's quite long, right? It's quite long, and the word multi has come. So it has what is it? It is Does it affect multiple organs? You might get many questions like that. So let's just discuss a summary only. Okay, so it mainly affects elderly, right? It has a poor prognosis, as you guessed it right. Yes, it has poor prognosis. Next, in histopathological examination, you might see a few features. But before that, I'll write this point. It is also known as the, or called as, butterfly tumor. Fourth, in HPE, you might see increased or high nuclear pleomorphisms. Just a second, I'll just get it clean. In HPU, you might see increased nuclear pleomorphisms. Right? And next thing is it has high mitosis. This in every malignant tumor you might see, right? And it shows something significant called as I just highlighted serpiginous necrosis. Or geographic necrosis. And that will be pseudo-palisading cells. Pseudo-palisading. Basically, palisading is like island, isolated. So pseudo-palisading obviously means, though it looks like isolated or island-like cells, it is not an island-like cell. So it is in touch with, that is, it is connected with the nearby cells, right? It is invasive. That's what it means. So what we saw is just the gist of the glioblastoma multiforme. You see that it affects the elderly. Next, it has poor prognosis. It is also known as butterfly tumor. There is increase in nuclear pleomorphisms, high mitosis, and it has, that is a distinct features of serpiginous necrosis, geographic necrosis, and it contains pseudo-palisading cells. Okay, guys. So mainly it is a dangerous and very bad tumor. It has poor prognosis, right? So this picture is from Robbins' 10th edition. Again, you can see the page number. It's 1294. If you have, you can just turn it. Or you can see it from here. See, WHO has given a tabular column. Right? You can see the tabular column. See, guys, this is my Robbins 9th edition book. Okay, this is my Robbins 9th edition book. See, in this, see, this glioblastoma starts from, if I can zoom, sorry for this image, I don't take it so properly, but see, you can see this, glioblastoma starts from here, right, and it ends here. There is important features, and you can see some clinical features being given here and there, right? And this is the diagram. See, pseudo-palisading, though, see, it is isolated, right? See, it looks like isolated, but actually it is connected with nearby structures. That is, it is invasive. It is invasive. That's what it means. And you can see that T1-ated MRI shows the butterfly tumor. See how beautiful, no? See the gross image, it shows butterfly tumor. Does it not look like a butterfly? Yes, we have to imagine. Though you accept or not, it looks like butterfly only. Okay, we have to accept it, right? That's why pathology is like little bit confronting subject. Okay, right. Now, see, in this book, ninth edition, there is no tabular column given here. Right? There is no tabular column. And there is no classification. But in 10th edition, they have added this features of diffuse gliomas. In that, they have added this classification table. Okay, guys. WHO in 2000, say I'll just write, try to write it here itself. WHO in 2016, okay, in 2016 gave this classification. Okay, in 2016 gave this classification. This 9th edition was published in 2014. So 2 years later they gave one classification, and it is taken place in the, it is published in the 2020 edition of Robbins, that is the 10th edition. Right, what did they give? What did they give? See guys, they basically divided this CNS tumors into 4 grades. 4 grades. These are the grades, right? To avoid confusion, these are the grades. Okay, it's so short, so I can write it here itself. First one is pilocytic astrocytoma. Okay, first one is pilocytic astrocytoma. Second one was diffuse fibrillary astrocytoma. Okay, diffuse fibrillary astrocytoma. Okay, the third one was, third grade, it is anaplastic astrocytoma. Anaplastic astrocytoma. And fourth grade is GBM. That is nothing but glioblastoma multiforme. Okay, it is this GBM. Okay, so basically you can see that WHO 3 and 4 are, see, WHO 3 and 4 are high grade tumors, and it has, obviously it will have worse prognosis. That is what everyone will know from 3 and 4. But in the detailed features were given in this Robbins 10th edition. Guys, I am not just going to read it as such. Okay, first I will just to just give you a to give a start, I just read it, but I'll explain it right away. Right, see here guys, this anaplastic astrocytoma, though it has been given grade 3, they have given it as WHO grade 2 or 3, okay, but they have classified it as low grade only. They have given it as low grade. Second, you can see that anaplastic oligodendroglioma, it is also described as low grade. But in previous edition, you see that, there is no classification. Glioblastoma is described as a single disease. But see here, in the 10th edition, they have given 2 sub-classifications of glioblastoma. This is one important update which we have to know. So earlier there were no types, but here they have given types. Guys, any textbook, they will not simply add an update. The update should be so significant, then only they will add in their edition. Okay, so see, for example, Robbins and all, they are standard textbooks. Robbins, Bailey, okay, Harrison, they are all standard textbooks. So they will not just as such add an update. Okay, so when when we buy it, we should just really know how significant a new update is. That is, a new edition is. It has lot of updates. Any edition comes, it will definitely have at least one particular update it should have. That's why they are giving new edition. But it will have quite a few significant updates. Significant number of updates. See, they could have published this book at 2017 itself, no? Right? Robbins 9th edition came in 2014. They could have put it at 2017 itself. No, they waited to get all those important updates, and then only they published it in 2020. So a new textbook in particular will have all those important updates, guys. So that's what. Okay, you see that glioblastoma, earlier it was just glioblastoma. Rather, it was also called as glioblastoma multiforme, but then it is called as glioblastoma IDH mutant variety, IDH wild variety. What is IDH? Many of you might, what is it? Get confused. What is this IDH? IDH is a, see, IDH 1 and IDH 2, it's a strain, guys. Like, COVID, it has many strains like that. No, IDH is a strain. But what does this IDH stand for is isocitrate dehydrogenase. The IDH, basically, I'll just write it. I'm writing in laser, but wait, I'll just write it in a color. IDH stands for isocitrate dehydrogenase, guys. So there are mutations in these, what is it, IDH gene and IDH protein. So that's why this has been classified as IDH mutant variety and IDH wild variety. Okay, guys. Okay, so if you see here, I'll just give a fast read. See here, anaplastic astrocytoma, the IDH status is mutant, and in all anaplastic oligodendroglioma it is mutant. In glioblastoma IDH mutant variety, see, it is mutant, but in IDH wild variety it is a wild type. And see, this has this TP53 mutation, ATRX mutation. Oligodendroglioma has 1p19q code deleted, and the IDH mutant variety, see, it has same TP53 mutation, ATRX mutation. See, it is the same in this anaplastic astrocytoma. Just note it. I'll just say the significance later. I see in the IDH variety there is something, a new p-tert mutation, EGFR mutation. This is an important column you have to note. See, 1, 2, 3. All these three are primary. Okay, but see, glioblastoma IDH mutant variety, it is usually secondary. Next, typical morphology. See, it is nuclear atypia, mitosis in grade 3. Round nuclei, clear halos are seen. Okay, necrosis, necrosis is seen. That's MVP's microvascular proliferation. It would be given, yeah, see here, it is microvascular proliferation, guys. Okay, here again you see the same nuclear atypia, mitosis, necrosis. And see, in IDH wild variety also you see nuclear atypia, mitosis, microvascular proliferation and necrosis. This is one of the important columns you should note. This prognosis is one of the important updates. See here, this low grade anaplastic astrocytoma, it has 5 to 15 years prognosis. Anaplastic oligodendroglioma has 10 to 20 years prognosis. But earlier glioblastoma, generally it had poor prognosis, 6 months to 2 years only. Okay, but see, in this IDH mutant variety, there is somewhat near to 5 years, near to 5 years. Usually we see 5 year survival rate, right? So it is close to 5 years, 2 to 4 years. See, but in the wild variety, you see from 6 months itself, 6 months itself is a challenge, right? Survival rate. So this IDH mutant variety has one good news, that is, it has a good survival rate compared to IDH wild variety. Okay, yes, that is one important thing we have to note in this tabular column. Okay, guys, another thing is that, okay, if you just have your 9th edition, if you have 9th edition, you can turn to page number 1310. Okay, or I'll just open that PDF and show you. There is one sentence, okay, which just says a lot of important things, okay, which we can infer from this tabular column also. See, guys, I said in the start, in just few minutes ago, that this two looks similar, right? See here, TP53 ATRX mutation, here also TP53 ATRX mutation, right? Nuclear atypia mitosis grade 3, here nuclear atypia mitosis, of course there is necrosis. Yes, I said that, right? What the thing is, you have to note that this glioblastoma IDH mutant variety is secondary. That thing also you should not see. TP53 mutation ATRX and it's secondary, but whereas this is primary. What does that mean? This tumors, all this which has been given primary, no, this can occur de novo. De novo means what? It can occur newly in a patient. For example, you first time you just see a patient, you take a CT or MRI scan, preferably MRI scan, and you can diagnose this anaplastic astrocytoma or glioblastoma, wild type or oligodendroglioma. Okay, but glioblastoma IDH mutation, it should not be in your differential diagnosis because it is usually secondary. So you either we have missed the diagnosis early, yes, we have missed the diagnosis, what is it, you should have not missed the diagnosis, or you are just seeing this patient at the later stage, that is while it has developed into a GBM, okay, into what is it, how to say, it's into a very dangerous subtype, then only we are seeing the patient. Okay guys, so either you should have diagnosed it, so that means that we should have diagnosed early, so that means we should have diagnosed it earlier. We should have diagnosed it earlier, guys. This is what we should know. Okay, so a patient, what does it mean is, a low grade or anaplastic astrocytoma patient can develop glioblastoma, or low grade anaplastic oligodendroglioma patient can develop this glioblastoma. So they can move from primary to secondary, they can move into this glioblastoma variety from their astrocytoma and oligodendroglioma variety, which has a considerable good prognosis. Okay guys, they can present de novo, but it usually occurs in the elderly. This, it occurs in the young. That point has not been, actually it is in the text, it's not mentioned exactly in the table, but this IDH mutant variety, it occurs in the young, but this occurs in the elderly. So you can save a patient, you should have diagnosed it at this time. When they have a low grade tumor, you should have diagnosed at that time and treated the patient. But when he goes to glioblastoma, though it has a good prognosis than this wild variety, still glioblastoma is dangerous, right? Still it is dangerous, right? You could have saved the patient here itself, without crossing this itself. You could have stopped the patient, right? You could have diagnosed it earlier. Either we could have done a surgery and saved the patient. But once he has gone to glioblastoma, though it is a mutant variety, it has the clinical features similar to this wild variety only. No, it's glioblastoma, guys. It's the glioblastoma. It's WHO grade 4, right? And this usually occurs in the young patient. That is what you should know. So see, just think, the life of a young patient is at risk. Yes, that that significant is this table. Life of a young patient can be saved by us if we know this table. If you just know this table, you can save the young patient. So this low grade can convert into high grade. Okay, it can convert into glioblastoma. Right. So that's why, guys, this table was added. See, from 10 to 20 years, from 5 to 15 years, the survival suddenly moves to 2 to 4 years. Yes, see, from 10 to 20 years, at least minimum, averagely 15 years, right? Maximum, which we can get. And see, from oligodendrogloma, maximum 20 years. So from 20 years survival, say he is diagnosed at 40 years, we could give a survival of, what is it, up to 60 years. His age, he can, what is it, survive till 60 years. But suddenly, when we fail to diagnose, automatically his survival becomes 2 to 4 years. Yes? Yes. That's why this is important. So one important is GBM, IDH mutant variety is usually secondary. It is secondary. So when someone has GBM, IDH mutant variety, you should know that it was a low grade type, either oligodendroglioma or anaplastic astrocytoma. Then only it has converted to GBM, IDH mutant variety. It has not occurred de novo. Okay, de novo only comes in IDH wild variety. So this IDH mutant variety comes from a low grade tumor to high grade tumor only. That you should know. That's what has been given in Robbins 9th edition, page number 1310. If you just have it. Yes, see, they have given that all anaplastic oligodendrogliomas, they also show patterns that are indistinguishable. See, it is indistinguishable. Yes, sorry for my spelling. I'm just writing it a little bit fast. So it is indistinguishable from glioblastoma. Though it has a different genetics, this is also indistinguishable from glioblastoma. Okay guys, I'll just open the PDF and we are going to just wind it up. Guys, showing you the PDF in the video, you can see that. See, diffuse astrocytomas. See, this is there, right? See that? This is again, you can see that diffuse astrocytomas. It is being given. It is being highlighted. You just see here, guys. Diffuse astrocytomas. Yes, anaplastic astrocytomas. Yes, guys. Yes. Yes. I just wanted to show you this line. See, guys. But more often they progress from WHO grade to oligodendrogliomas. See this word. I'll just use a highlighter. Yeah. See, highlighter will be good. So they'll progress from WHO grade to oligodendrogliomas. In 9th edition, it is quite descriptive. It has said that, I'll just read you out. Anaplastic oligodendrogliomas. See, it is indistinguishable. It is some of these high-grade oligodendrogliomal tumors also show patterns that are indistinguishable from glioblastoma. So they use the term indistinguishable. Here they have not given it. Okay. So, and you can see the histopathological image. See the serpiginous necrosis, the geographic necrosis. Yes. You remember, if any of you have seen Mr. Bean cartoon, okay, in that, Mr. Bean would fly in, Mr. Bean would be looking for a puzzle and he would, fly in that, plane. He would be looking for that country in his, map. So suddenly, that is actually Australia, okay, that is actually Australia, so it will be looking like this, no? Australia, like butterfly. So suddenly he would just see from the plane and he will try to get landed there. Okay, so it was like a geographic area, no? So I used to remember that cartoon used to come into my mind whenever I read about this glioblastoma. See, because at Australia in that video, the cartoon video, it will nearly look this glioblastoma only. Nearly butterfly shaped. It will be like that only. They would have shown it in that way only. Okay, if you get time in your free time, you can see that. Okay, so what I wanted to say is, so this anaplastic oligodendroglioma and anaplastic astrocytoma. See, I'll just show you. See, anaplastic astrocytoma have a similar appearance but are more densely cellular and have readily detectable mitotic activity. Yes, so that is being given, and see, this is the tabular column. Okay guys, This is the tabular column. Okay, if you have 9th edition, you can read that text in page 1310. Okay, you can read that text. Okay, if this time permits, I'll try to show you the image. Okay. See guys, I just took a photo. Anaplastic oligodendrogliomas. See this, what they have said, that they show patterns that are indistinguishable from glioblastoma. Okay, that is anaplastic oligodendrogliomas, which are grade 3 or grade 4, are characterized by higher cell density, higher cell density, nuclear anaplasia, detectable mitotic activity, and necrosis. These changes can often be found in nodules within an otherwise a typical grade 2 oligodendroglioma. Okay, it will be found in typical grade 2 oligodendroglioma. But some of these high-grade oligodendrogliomal tumors also show patterns that are indistinguishable from glioblastoma, because several studies have shown that such appearance correlates with worse behavior. Those tumors are grouped with glioblastoma. Okay, so those tumors are grouped with glioblastoma. So this is the thing, guys. Let's see what we saw from the beginning. So new updates anytime, guys. Whatever book you buy, particularly in medicine, okay, any book you buy, if you read, for example, you say you bought Robbins 9th edition. While you are studying second year, it will be 9th edition. While you complete your final year, it will become 11th edition or 10th edition. So what, you can keep on buying textbooks? No, that is not right. So you have to read the same textbook which you had. Okay, even I know my professor, one professor, she was a surgery professor. Okay, she said that she read Bailey 7th edition. Okay, she said that she read Bailey's 7th edition. Still now, she used to refer that 7th edition only. But the updates, should be thorough with that updates. That means majorly the major points, or how to say, important paragraphs, important tabular columns, it will be the same. But the updates, that will be important, but it will be less in number. Okay, so no need to read the no need to read buy new textbooks and read it. If you have money, you can definitely buy, but generally, if you have one textbook, standard textbook, it's enough. But I just said, because that ma'am, though she had 7th edition, she is up to date. Okay, just said what she said to us. Okay, but 7th to 27th, there will be quite a drastic differences. I definitely understand, but this is what she said to me. That's why I just shared it here. So new updates in pathology. See Robbins 10th edition. From that, we have discussed this glioblastoma multiforme. General features and few points summarizes. It occurs usually in elderly, poor prognosis, butterfly tumor, and histopathological examination shows increase in nuclear pleomorphisms, high mitosis. There will be serpiginous necrosis, geographic necrosis, pseudopalacine cells, and WHO updated it like 2016 classification of it updated the grades of tumors to pilocytic astrocytoma, diffuse fibrillary astrocytoma, anaplastic astrocytoma, and fourth one was GBM. Okay, this tabular column is the most important thing. Okay, it's most important. Okay, in this you have to mainly notice this GBM has two varieties, IDH mutant variety and IDH wild variety, and this IDH mutant variety is usually secondary, and it has prognosis of 2 to 4 years. So it is good Compared to glioblastoma, IDH wild variety, but it is bad and compared to anaplastic astrocytoma and anaplastic oligodendroglioma, because since it is secondary, all these both of these tumors can become, this astrocytoma and oligodendroglioma can become as glioblastoma. IDH stands for isolated dehydrogenase, guys. Okay, so why this update is so important? See, if you diagnose it earlier, you can give the patient 2 decades of life. 2 decades, guys, I'm not exaggerating. You can give the patient 2 decades of life, right? And glioblastoma, this IDH mutant variety occurs in the young, this in elderly. Okay, yes, yes. So this is a old edition, 9th edition. You can see the MRI image. See, it looks like butterfly, right? Yes, we have to imagine. Okay, and see here, these are pseudopalisading cells. Okay, though it looks isolated, it has connections with adjacent surfaces, right? And see here, anaplastic oligodendrogliomas, they look indistinguishable from glioblastoma. Okay, so that's why there is in future, that is when it develops de novo, we can classify it as anaplastic oligodendroglioma, but in few days or few months or few years, it will become glioblastoma, then it becomes indistinguishable. So that's all for today, guys. Hope this update was useful to you. I always recommend to watch the video at 2x or at least minimum at 1.5x. Why? Because if you might why? Because of course to save time. Why I am not uploading it at 1.5x or 2x is my voice gets it gets so fast that you cannot understand what I am speaking. So that's why when I upload it at normal speed. You can listen it at 2x. Okay, guys, so that you can save time. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you and have a very good day.